The first half of September was already packed with new Game Pass games, and the second half is not slowing down. We're here to talk about 13 new games coming to the service over the next couple of weeks and throughout the rest of September and squeezing right into the start of October as well. Heaps of games coming day one, heaps of exciting indie games, so let's get stuck into all of it right now. Welcome back to Direckt Gaming. If you're new here, thank you for finding this channel and checking out this video. We're all about making positive Xbox content and bringing you all of the latest updates from Xbox Game Pass and help you in trying to find your next favorite game. If you're a returning viewer as well, thank you so much for sticking with the channel, and if you like what I do here, I would love for you to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single thing. Let's get stuck into today's video with the new games coming to Game Pass for September 2021. First up, coming out, yesterday on September the 15th, is Flynn, Son of Crimson for cloud, console, and PC. This game is coming out day one from Studio Thunderhorse and Humble Games. It only is just releasing now, obviously, day one, so it's only got one review, which is 85 for the PC version, but this game is a 2D pixel platformer with super cool old school vibes, great diverse landscapes, and a big dog to ride. It looks like really fun combat, and it could be a really interesting one to try out. The website says you can explore a beautiful handcrafted world across unique regions, each filled with ancient mysteries. Master the art of the crimson energy that has been passed down from Flynn's ancestors. Call on your companion Dex in times of need, a mystical and loyal creature. This game could be super interesting to play, and I'm excited to give it a shot on Game Pass right now. Next up, on September 16th for cloud, console, and PC, coming day one to Game Pass is I Am Fish, from Bossa Studios and Curve Digital. This looks like a really humorous game where you're trying to reunite four fishy friends with some fun physics-based puzzles. It looks absolutely ridiculous, and looks like it actually could be a lot of fun. The website says, think outside the bowl. With its idyllic coastline and quaint villages, Barnardshire might seem like the perfect slice of quintessential tranquility, but to our aquatic adventurers, it's alive with the very real threats presented by crossing roads, traversing rooftops, dodging deep fat fryers, avoiding wildlife, including the cantankerous locals, not to mention fragile fish bowls and the very real problem that fish can't breathe out of water. It sounds like it's going to be a bit of a laugh, so check that one out right now on Game Pass for cloud, console, and PC. Same day, Skatebird finally releases for cloud, console, and PC as well from Glassbottom Games. This is another day one release, and if you've seen it by now, you know exactly what this is. It is a little bird on a skateboard. It's really reminiscent of the Tony Hawk games, and obviously there's a lot of bird puns there. Hopefully this game feels good to play, because when I played the demo last year, it just really didn't click for me, but I'm hoping that it's been improved and it feels better. It does look like a lot of fun though if it does deliver, because obviously Tony Hawk games, fantastic. You're doing that on a tech deck essentially as a little bird. It could be really fun. Another one on the same day for cloud, console, and PC again is Superliminal from Pillow Castle Games. With an 80% on Metacritic for the Xbox version, this first-person puzzle game is all about forced perspective. You manipulate objects that changes scale depending on how you're observing them, and you use this to solve puzzles throughout the game. It fully has vibes of Portal or the Stanley Parable, and it looks really clever. It's got decent reviews, so if you want a bit of a weird, puzzly game, check out Superliminal right now. On September the 17th, Aragami 2 is releasing day one for cloud, console, and PC from Linceworks. With just a 73% on Metacritic, it's definitely not smashing any Game of the Year lists, I don't think, but it looks like a cool stealth action game set in feudal Japan with really brutal combat. You can play in single player mode or up to 3-player co-op with your friends in the full campaign. You get to kind of craft your own assassin and choose your weapons and armor and upgrades. It looks like it could have an interesting story. Let me know if you've played the first one in the comments below. I've not really heard of this until I saw it on Game Pass, but if you like a good stealth game, this could be one for you. On September the 23rd, we've got a whole bunch of games coming out. First up is Lost Words Beyond the Page for cloud, console, and PC from Sketchbook Games, 4th State, and published by Modus. With an 80% on Metacritic for the Xbox version, this side-scrolling, narrative-heavy title with gorgeous watercolors and landscapes, this multi-award-winning indie game is a 2D adventure. Navigate beautiful 2D worlds set inside a young girl's diary by walking on the words and using them as tools to solve different puzzles. With immersive storytelling, breathtaking visual style, innovative gameplay, and meaningful exploration, this game could really be interesting if you want a nice narrative story and to get lost in an interesting world. Check that one out on September 23rd. Sable is also finally releasing on the 23rd for cloud, console, and PC. Now, this game has been advertised heavily. I think it's one of those games that is getting really well marketed. To be honest, I'm so sick of seeing this game and I'm not that interested, but you know, I might even check it out just to prove myself wrong. It doesn't have any combat. It doesn't really have much of a storyline. It's just simple puzzle solving and discovery, traversing sand dunes and ruins. But let me know if you're excited for Sable, because I know a lot of people are, and this is a big indie release for this year. Speaking of big indie releases, Subnautica Below Zero is coming to cloud, console, and PC from Unknown Worlds Entertainment. This expansion came out a little while ago and it's got an 83 on Metacritic for the Xbox Series X release. It is an expansion to the award-winning Subnautica, the undersea survival game, and this time you're going to the frozen wastes of planet 4546b. There's apparently a lot more on-land traversal in this game, but it's still the same survival stuff. You're crafting, you're spending a lot of time underwater, there's lots of creatures, and there's a real weird alien world going on. And if you played the original and if you enjoyed it, you're probably going to get a lot out of Below Zero as well. Check that out on the 23rd. Last one for the 23rd is Tainted Grail Conquest, just coming to PC from Awaken Realms Digital. This one has an 82 on Metacritic, and this is a card-based, deck-building, turn-based RPG, and they say it's a dark fantasy, open-world RPG with fresh turn-based exploration and combat. It is based around a deep, immersive story from one of the best and most innovative board games and the biggest Kickstarter project of 2018, but introduces a whole new experience crafted directly for the PC. There seems to be just so many deck-building, card-based games at the moment, so if you like that kind of thing, definitely worth checking this out for PC Game Pass on September 23rd. On September the 28th, Lemnis Gate is finally releasing for console and PC day one. This is a turn-based, first-person shooter multiplayer game, which we've spoken about a bit before on the channel. It did get delayed a little while ago to now, and it looks really interesting. It's got this cool round-based 25-second turn system where you kind of are influencing future rounds with what you do in the past, and there's this whole time mechanic. Seems really cool, really complex. I know there was a demo or a beta a little while ago, and there were mixed thoughts on it, mixed reviews, but it does look really cool, and it looks like it's got some style. I'm interested to play this one, and it's also got couch co-op, which if you've got someone in your house who also likes to play that kind of thing, that would be an awesome opportunity to kind of hand the controller back and forth. Check that one out in a couple of weeks' time. On September the 30th, Astria Ascending is coming to cloud, console, and PC, also day one, from Artisan Studios and Dear Villagers. This is a very Final Fantasy inspired title. Even the logo is pretty much a complete rip-off of the Final Fantasy key art. It is a beautiful painted style in watercolor with a 2D perspective and turn-based combat. It does have some beautiful art, some great animations, and I love the UI. Take control of the demigods, a motley crew of 8 heroes charged with the fate of the world. It's developed by some legendary JRPG creators, and it looks like it's got really interesting combat and it could be a lot of fun. Check that one out if you like some JRPG action in just a couple of weeks' time. Unsighted is coming to console and PC day one from Studio Pixel Punk and Humble. This is another really cool pixel art game with isometric melee and range combat, puzzles and traversal, and some amazing looking bosses and characters. This one is a huge standout, I think, and you're playing as these androids that are running out of anima, the energy that gives all robots their consciousness. It's got a large interconnected world filled with shortcuts and secrets. You can solve puzzles and gather abilities to get past obstacles, many different weapons to suit your style, highly replayable, non-linear, and includes co-op gameplay as well. I reckon this could be a really good one. Check that out on the 30th of September. And finally, to wrap it up, is October the 1st, Phoenix Point is finally coming to console. from Snapshot Games. This is only a 74 on Metacritic for the PC version, but it is an XCOM-like, developed by the original creator of the XCOM games back in the day. It really is just exactly like an XCOM game, but I think this looks really cool. I know the reviews aren't as high as something like XCOM or XCOM 2, but I reckon this is worth a shot if you like some turn-based tactics. I'm definitely going to be giving this one a go when it comes out at the start of next month. I'm going to do a little section here called Game Pass Pick of the Week. I'm going to try and do this every single week when I drop a video and tell you about my favorite game on Game Pass right now. This week, it's The Artful Escape. The Artful Escape is developed by Beethoven and Dinosaur and published by the incredible Annapurna Interactive. This game is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful world with these stunning visuals, and you play as Francis Vendetti, an aspiring musician and a guitarist who's stuck in the shadow of his uncle. You get to play your guitar across beautiful, hallucinatory worlds, and it is absolutely brilliant. It's super fun. There's guitar battles, there's great characters, and it is an absolute joy to play and listen to. It's got some incredible music. Definitely check that one out. That is my Game Pass Pick of the Week. Also, there are touch controls coming to 11 new games for Xbox Game Pass Cloud Streaming. Blinks the Time Sweeper, Crimson Skies High Road to Revenge, Chris Tales, Halo Spartan Assault, Halo Wars Definitive Edition, Halo Wars 2, Last Stop, Omno, Raji and Ancient Epic, The Medium, and Tropico 6. Just to wrap up, on September the 30th, 5 games are leaving the service. Drake Hollow, Iconfell, Night in the Woods, Cathy Rain, and Warhammer Vermintide 2. So check them out and get a discount if you do want them before they leave the service. This has been a massive video. There are so many games coming to Game Pass. Which one are you most excited about? I think for me, it's Unsighted, Phoenix Point, and even Flynn, Son of Crimson. They look really cool, and I'm just having a great time in the Artful Escape right now. There's just too many games to play, really. But let me know your favorites down in the comments below. And like I said at the start of this video, if you enjoy what I do here, please give the video a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to Direckt Gaming, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, peace.